everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day. Today we're going to be getting ready together and I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup look. Now in life there are many things I enjoy, and two of those things I enjoy most are sleeping and putting on makeup. And often these two things kind of clash with one another because I know that while I'm putting on makeup in the morning before work or school, I could be using that time to sleep. So what I have had to do to get the best of both worlds, sleeping as long as humanly physically possible without being late to work and still being able to put on my face of makeup for that day, I have had to come up with a very quick, very simple, very easy makeup routine that works for me, and I know that I can get done within like 10 or 15 minutes. So today I'm basically just going to be showing you guys my everyday lazy person makeup routine. The first thing in my routine actually has to do with breakfast. So in the morning I go down and make a cup of coffee because coffee is important, and then I grab a very quick breakfast. Today is it's just a box of Life pumpkin spice cereal. It has 20 grams of whole grain, so healthy. This was on sale for $1.69 at Walmart, so I had to buy it. And an apple. And I bring that up with me to do my makeup so I don't have to take time to actually sit down and have breakfast like a normal human. Alrighty guys, so moving into the actual makeup, one of the things that keeps me like on time in the morning is having all of my makeup in a little basket right here next to me. I don't have to go searching for it. I keep all my brushes, everything in that basket that I know I'm going to use for my daily routine, so I don't have to like look around for it and take time. So the first thing I grabbed from my little basket over here is a moisturizer. I like to moisturize in the morning. I have been using this IT Confidence in a Cream that I just got in a subscription box of some kind. What was that? Oh, in a Sephora Play, and I actually love this stuff, and I think I'm going to be purchasing a full size of it once this little sample runs out. So I just quickly slap this all over my face. Next, if I'm feeling extra saucy that day, I will use a primer. This is the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer, and I probably use primer about 50% of the days that I put on makeup. Not every single day, but it does go on very quickly because you can just smush it all over your face with your hands. Then I go ahead and move on to foundation. Every single day I have been wearing the Estee Lauder Double Wear makeup. This is in the shade 1-in-1 Ivory. It's a little bit light for me, so I need to get another bottle of it in a different shade. And I do apply this with a brush, but you can apply it with whatever you want to apply it with. If you're in an extra hurry, you can use your fingers. I've done that multiple times. And if you're like me and you've probably forgotten to wash out your brush from the last time you used it, which never happens because you meticulously wash your brushes every single day, I don't do that. Then something I've been doing recently, which is super duper lazy, but it works, I have been using a makeup remover wipe, which I keep here at my little table as well, and I just rub the brush onto it, get some of that caked off foundation off of it so it applies better. Then I just take a towel and clean off the brush on the towel to make sure it is dry. I also only use like dark colored towels for makeup purposes because they don't stain as easily and they're easier to clean. And then voila, a very clean looking brush, nice and soft, no caked on, gunked up foundation. And I haven't noticed this like changing how my makeup applies at all, so that's what I've been doing because I'm too lazy to actually wash out a brush in the morning. And honestly, I really don't own that many foundation brushes either, so it's either do something like that if I forget to wash it out or just use my hands, which is definitely an option. And then with fairly quick motions, I just apply a thinnish layer of the foundation. And then with one thin, very quick layer applied, I just dot on in places that I need a little extra coverage, and then I don't worry about the places that I don't. And then with like this kind of motion, this like stabby stippling motion, I just apply extra foundation in places that need it. And I feel like for me, for some reason, that is the fastest way for me to apply foundation and still get a pretty full coverage look, so that's what I do. And then I take a gigantic fluffy brush. I wish it was bigger. I wish I could just like and cover my entire face with this brush, but with this giant brush, I get some setting powder. This is the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I apply it liberally. In the morning, or actually ever, I don't like bake my face or do anything like that. I don't know how. There's a lot of setting powder in the air right now. I don't like bake my face or anything like that in the morning. I actually never bake my face. I'm not 100% sure how you even do that, but I just very quickly set my entire face, including my eyes, because in the morning I only like to use like one eyeshadow shade just to kind of deepen the crease, and I don't want to have to go in with like a lighter color to set and all that kind of stuff. So I do go ahead and put setting powder over my eyelids. Alright, and then I like to add a little bit of color to my face, warm it up a little bit. I don't do contouring in the morning, that's just too much effort. So instead I use the bronzer to kind of add like depth and dimension to my face and warm it up. I also use a big fluffy brush for bronzer because I feel like the larger the brush, the more surface area of your face it covers and the quicker you can get it done. And then I fluff it all around the perimeter of the face and also down the nose. I'm sure people are cringing right now to know that I contour with this large of a brush on my nose, but it takes like 5 seconds, so that's what I do. Oh, I'm sure people who are actually good at makeup are just like yelling at their screens right now. But next up I go into this Makeup Geek like magnetic palette, and this holds pretty much everything else that is going to finish up my face for today. So this in the corner here is just a brown mineral powder, and I take this little angled brush and I dip into it, and this is how I do my eyebrows in the morning, just a powder and an angled brush. Nothing else. I'm sure they would look a lot better if I, you know, went in with like a little pencil and did fine lines and then put a gel on top and all this kind of stuff, but nobody's got time for that in the morning. At least I don't have time for that in the morning. Eyebrows probably take the longest for me because I do require some small amount of concentration, and also this one's just real messed up. This one's okay, I can get it done pretty quickly, but this one over here it's got some issues. I got issues! Alrighty, and then for a little bit of blush, I'm going to use the same exact palette. This should finish up pretty much my entire face. This little blush here is from Makeup Geek. I'm going to take my standard blush brush and then I'm going to make this little face here so I can see my cheek indents and just tap on a little bit of blush, or as usual probably a lot of bit of blush. I like my blush. And then with a highlighter brush that I have in my little basket of everyday makeup, I'm going to go into the highlight that is in this palette. I think by concentrating pretty much all of my face stuff besides like setting powder and bronzer into this palette, I save a lot of time because I'm not going through digging for all this stuff. Alrighty, and now with a little fluffy brush, I'm going to tap into this little inglot shadow here in the center. I absolutely love this shade and this color. Now, typically I would recommend doing something a little bit more like neutral. This is pretty red toned because if it's a neutral color, no matter what you wear that day, it's not gonna clash and it's gonna look fine. But for me, I have been using the super duper warm color pretty much every day because I standardly only wear like black and gray. Today I'm mixing it up a little bit. We got some like dusty rose pink going on, which is unusual for me, but hopefully it'll still work out. So this literally takes like 4 seconds. I just throw it into the crease, kind of deepen it up in there to give the eyes some depth, and then I just start blending out, and that's about it. Again, like I said, I'd probably recommend something a little bit more neutral for your everyday go-to makeup look, but for now, I'm just going to use this little shadow. Alrighty, and that is absolutely it for the eyeshadow. No other colors or anything, just one to show that we have eyelids with some depth and some color to them. Now I'm going to do something that is probably the least lazy step in this entire makeup process, which is put on a winged eyeliner. I've been wearing winged eyeliner every day since I was like 14 years old or something like that. And I honestly am still not very good at it, but I do it every day anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly do this winged eyeliner the best I can and not worry about it if it's not perfectly straight or even or good at all. And if I mess up, that's totally fine. I just keep on going. I feel like people really don't notice anyway, so I try not to stress over it too much. Alrighty, so eyeliner is complete. Next, I'm going to go back to my basket of everyday makeup and I'm going to pull out this Monsieur Big by Lancome. I like to get a mascara that has a pretty fluffy one and gives me nice coverage within like a couple of swoops. I know there's a lot of mascaras out there that are really nice, especially if you build up layers and that kind of stuff, but I don't have time for that in the morning, so I want something that's just going to cover, get it done, fluff up my lashes pretty nicely within a couple of little swipes. Alrighty, mascara is done, and if I am running short on time and I do not have time to put on eyeliner, I will for sure put on mascara. I look kind of sickly without it, so I definitely make sure I have time to put on mascara, and then occasionally I will sneak into the bathroom during work and put on my eyeliner. I'm not kidding. I think I have a winged eyeliner problem. It's an issue. I'll address it later. Let's go ahead and finish off my very easy, lazy look. Typically on this channel when I'm filming and that kind of stuff, I'm wearing a liquid lip, but to be honest, those require way too much work and effort for me to do in the morning, so I'll grab something like a tinted balm and just put it on because it takes 3 seconds to do, and that makes it very easy for me. I feel like a liquid lip requires way too much concentration and precision in the morning, so something like this tinted lip balm from YSL Beauty, or any tinted lip balm at all from any place that you enjoy, is probably the easiest way to go in the morning. Alrighty guys, so this is what I look like pretty much every single day. This is exactly the basket full of makeup that I use in the morning to get ready. I have gotten this routine down to a science. I can listen to Pandora or watch Netflix while eating my pumpkin spice life cereal in the morning and just be able to very quickly get my makeup on and be ready to go in the morning because I am standardly running late. So this is what I do every single morning. I would love to know what you guys do every single morning, or something that makes your makeup routine easier to pull off. Do you have a certain tip or a trick that you would like to share with us? That would be super duper great. If I could shave down this routine to like 7.5 minutes, that would be absolutely amazing. I think that's probably impossible for me to do, but that would be really cool. That gives me at least like 7.5 more minutes to sleep in the morning, which I could always use. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed my lazy person makeup. Please go ahead and subscribe if you would not mind. It would mean the absolute world to me. Plus, don't forget that we do have a couple different giveaways going on. I will link those down below for you guys. And other than that, I just hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you all next time. Bye!